Welcome to the Daily Illini Sportscast. It is Thursday, November 15th. I'm Kyle Milnamow, and it's going to be an Illini-filled cast today as we'll have previews for some upcoming matches in women's basketball, soccer, and hockey. So let's get started. The Illini soccer team now looks ahead to the second round of the NCAA tournament. The Daily Illini's Torrance Sorrell has the preview.
The Illini has been building momentum since their win against Penn State, as they now prepare to face Coach Janet Rayfield's alma mater this Friday. One player who's been consistent as of late is junior midfielder Ali Asoba, who not only wants to win this game for the team, but for Coach Rayfield as well.
We definitely want to just not only show the other teams, but play for Janet, let her know that she's a great coach and she deserves just as much as us to win on the field.
Just before the first round of the NCAA tournament, Coach Rayfield told her team to do her a favor and bring her back to Chapel Hill, as the team responded well with a 4-3 penalty kick win against Missouri last week. But despite the happy affair of playing against her old coach, Coach Rayfield knows that North Carolina's fast-paced style of play will pose a threat to the Illini.
You know, it's a style that, high-paced and super competitive, but a team that also can knock the ball around, and I think a team that will be conducive to us trying to play the way that we like to play. So, my prediction is that it's going to be a great college soccer match.
The Orange and Blue will travel to Chapel Hill to square off against Coach Rayfield's alma mater of the second seed in North Carolina Tar Heels this Friday at 5:30. For the Daily Illini Sports, I'm Torrance Sorrell.
Thank you very much, Torrance. In women's basketball, the Illini women will look to get their second win at home as they face off against in-state opponent, the Bradley Braves. Laura Kaloff has the story.
The Illini women's basketball team started the season off with an aggressive win over Evansville. There were over 500 fans at Assembly Hall to cheer the squad on, and they'll be at home again tonight against the Bradley Braves. Head coach Matt Bullen highlights what he wants to see again out of his team in Game 2.
Carry over our energy. That's the energy and enthusiasm is a huge thing in sports, and if we can play with that type of energy on a consistent basis, that'll really help us.
And what he'd like to see fixed.
We had some possessions where we didn't talk well. We had some possessions where we didn't run our stuff. We didn't execute very well with some of the individuals, so we're trying to get a little better at that stuff.
The Orange and Blue defense executed an impressive performance in the season opener, forcing Evansville to turn over the ball 26 times. On the other side of the ball, the squad shot 35% from beyond the arc, which Coach Bullen calls a great starting point. Junior guard Amber Moore, who put up 19 points in Sunday's face-off, says going into tonight's game, they're invested in self-improvement.
We've played them a few times in the past, but we're just focusing on ourselves and make sure we're ready for the game.
10-2 is the Illini's all-time series record against Bradley, with their last loss to them being in 2008. A debut tonight will mark the first time the Illini will start a season off with 2 wins since 2008 as well. For the Daily Illini Sports, I'm Laura Kaloff.
Thank you very much, Laura. In hockey news, after a brawl-filled weekend against Lindenwood, the Illinois hockey team will travel to Ohio to face a team looking for some revenge. Patrick Kelly has more.
After a physical game with Lindenwood last Saturday, which included 4 Illini suspensions, the Illinois hockey team will travel to Athens, Ohio to take on the Ohio University Bobcats without 2 of their 4 points leaders. Ohio found themselves in a similar situation when they visited Champaign earlier this month, with 2 of their top contributors suspended, resulting in a 5-0 romp in favor of the Illini. Head coach Nick Fabrini says he knows the Bobcats will be looking for revenge.
It only happened a week or 2 ago, so I'm sure they remember coming in here and losing us 5-0. I expect them to come out and look to try to fill the net against us and score as many goals as you can. But if we compete, we're gonna be just fine, even without those guys. Obviously, we'd like to have them, but if we compete and play the way we're capable of, we'll be in the game.
With or without suspended players, Coach Fabrini said the D-zone was atrocious against Lindenwood and will need work before the Illini take their talents to Ohio. Assistant coach Chris Peters is confident that Ohio's rink size will play to their D-zone's advantage.
We got to preach to the players, remember this rink is 30 feet more narrow, so they have to take that into account, which in essence it's going to make our D-zone much easier because guys are able to cover a lot more area in a shorter span of time. We're here, if you go in the corner and you get lost and beat, you're pretty much done. We're there 2 strides, you're back to the net. So I feel that, when we are struggling, this might actually be a better place for us.
The Orange and Blue will kick off their Thanksgiving series this Friday at 6:30 Central Time at Ohio's Byrd Arena, with the rematch on Saturday at the same time. For the Daily Illini Sports, I'm Patrick Kelly.
And thank you very much, Patrick. And that will be all for tonight. 1 week till Thanksgiving, so I want to say a happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. Once again, I'm Kyle Milnamow, and keep on trucking, listeners.